guys doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you all. What am I doing? Sitting here watching the parade, of course. I do it every year. Usually I'm with my kids. This time I am all by myself. My son had tested positive for the flu, but his father still wanted him because it's his holiday, so he is running a fever still. I just got off the phone with him and checking on all my boys, and yeah, sitting here. I just got done eating a bowl of cereal out of my coffee mug. I probably will make me a cup of coffee here in a little bit. I am picking up my kids tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for my post-Thanksgiving holiday. And so I have the whole weekend with my kids. And so I am just going to sit at home today. And tomorrow I am going to be cooking a turkey and a big meal. 7 o'clock, I pick up my kids. And I will be just picking up the kids. And then I'll be just decorating and getting things done around the house, having our Christmas tree put up, and probably make some cookies and have a big meal for dinner and all that jazz over the weekend. And so that is my plan, and I cannot wait to have my kids together again. And today, after I get done watching the parade, I am probably going to do some laundry. And I probably will watch a couple of holiday Christmas Hallmark movies or something like that while I'm doing laundry. And I probably will go down and start cleaning my garage a little bit. I do have a new position at work that I'm going to start on Monday, and I'm going to be a pre-K teacher. So as far as becoming the pre-K teacher in my classroom, I am now going to be able to do a lot of organization and a lot of, decorating my classroom and crafts. And so I do have quite a bit of that kind of stuff in my basement right now. So thank you, Jesus. I got all that stuff, and I can use what I have from home and take it into work. And I will probably be doing a couple of videos of my classroom and all that stuff once I get it all together. But yeah, I'm also today probably going to order and plan out my Christmas for my family, and probably be ordering and planning my classroom and some things I'm going to probably need. I will probably be setting up a classroom Gmail, YouTube, and Pandora, so I can have all of the curriculum videos and sing-alongs and all that kind of stuff that I need specifically for the classroom and the classroom only. The daycare does have an app where I will be in constant communication with all of the parents of the children that are in my class, and so that's going to be great, and I'll be able to use that app to communicate with the parents back and forth. So I will have that, but I definitely want everything to be separate from my personal life, and I definitely want to have all of it organized really easy, so I can get on my YouTube channel at work and I can show the exercise video or whatever we're watching. So I am super excited, and there's a lot of planning that has to go into being a pre-K teacher. I'm not really sure what the other pre-K teacher is going to leave me as far as decorations, classroom toys, classroom curriculum, and I guess it probably depends on what the classroom teacher that she's going over to leaves her. Most of the things that we have in our classroom, including how we decorate our classrooms, the teachers buy. We don't get any funding or anything because this is a state-ran government daycare, and it's mostly for foster kids. And so it's whatever you got, you bring from home. If not, you go to the Dollar Tree or go shopping, and that's what I do plan on doing. Of course, today is Thanksgiving. I'm not feeling all that great still, so I'm hoping I'm not getting what my son had, but I am going to stay home for the day, be by myself. But I had a great surprise this morning. All the coworkers at work and a bunch of my friends have already texted me this morning, and my phone was lighting up. And I'm just feeling so blessed about that this morning, that my phone just lit up like that. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, and it was so nice to be able to have that because I'm a single mom now. And I love that I have all that love and that support in my life. I have got some friends that are from the church that my husband attends to. They've also said good morning and happy Thanksgiving to me. And I've had some family members and then some other church family friends that were my husband's and I family, or not family, but friends that have also contacted me this morning already. And so, yeah, I'm feeling so blessed with the many messages I've already gotten this morning. This is my first holiday as a single mom. And so, this is not what I wanted to do for my Thanksgiving. And I thought I would be really sad and depressed about being alone for Thanksgiving, but I actually am not. And I think it's because I'm just very thankful. I'm thankful, number one, that my son is not sick, running a high fever like he was. He was around 102 temperature when I took him into the doctor. Well, when he woke up at 5 o'clock yesterday morning, but the doctor didn't open until 8. So by the time he was at 8 o'clock in the morning, he went in, his temperature was 99.9. So, I'm just really, really happy that he's not laying up in a hospital right now. And I'm counting my blessings on the little things. I might be a single mom, but God has told me very, very clear that this has to be the way it is. It is not something that he wants for me to be a single mom. My ex-husband made a commitment to me and he broke it. And that's what God says. God says he made a commitment not only to me, but to him. And my husband broke it. And that is something that I don't have any control over. And so God has made it very clear that this is for my protection, and this is for fulfilling his plan and his will for me is to be a single mom. And I'm very thankful that my husband has filed for divorce. I'm thankful that I have this opportunity to be a single mom on Thanksgiving. And to be even alone for Thanksgiving. I am feeling very, very grateful in my heart. I'm feeling grateful for my apartment and my job and the support and the love from others I have during the holidays and during this time. And actually was talking to another single mom the other day, and she has 3 little kids, and they're all really, really little, not spread out like 5 years apart like mine are, and they are struggling. The baby's daddy just up and left, and doesn't want a part of the kids' lives, and so she's moving, and she's moving actually pretty close to me. So I think God has really put it on my heart to help people like her and other single moms. And so I am working on that. I am taking it very, very slow with the planning that I'm doing, but I'm going to be helping with the community and with other single moms for the holidays and beyond. Starting really January 1st is my goal, and I'm going to be making a lot of videos coming up soon here on YouTube regarding my planning for that, what I am working on, along with the stuff I'm doing at the daycare and the stuff I'm doing here at home personally. So I want to encourage you as a single mom on the holidays. Be, for Thanksgiving today, be thankful for what you have and to be present in the situation that you're in. And know that God loves you. You're a single mom. Just because your husband doesn't love you doesn't mean that God doesn't love you. And He does love you. And He's created you for a purpose. And, my purpose in life, I thought, was always to be a wife and a mom. And, mom will never be taken away from me. Even if something would happen to all three of my boys, mom life is never going to be taken away from me, because God's put it in my heart to be a mom and to teach my kids about Him and to help mold the minds of and the acceptance to God in their life as a mom. And I want to hear this real quick. This is Pitch Perfect. They're very dramatic. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I just got the end of it. But yeah, I just wanted to say, be present with God and know what your role is as a person. Everybody who is alive on this earth has a role in their life. Their role might be mom. Their role might be, a daughter or a sister, or taking care of your parents. At my age, 45, that's coming around the corner for me also. That's going to give me another role that I'm going to have to do, is take care of my parents. And I know that. And I, when I was married, I really honestly believed that I was going to take care of my husband as he was sick or he got older, or, I thought that was a role that I was going to have. And I was ready to step up and do that and love on him and be there for him. But He's rejected me. He doesn't want me to do that role in His life. And so, I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as God is saying, I'm not going to give you that role anymore. And now you can focus on the things that really matter. And the things that really matter to me are my children. And the things that matter to me is my granddaughter that I have now. She's only 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, something like that. And she is my world right now. My boys, my immediate family. It hasn't really changed just because my husband's out of the picture. And so I am feeling so blessed. And I have a role in my life, a desire to foster kids, to adopt kids, or to give my kids a home, and to work really, really hard as a single mom and help other single moms. And so that's why I decided to delete all of my other videos and start all over from scratch, because this channel is going to be about being a single mom. This channel is going to be about how I live my life. And it's so funny, because when I first started this channel, Blessed Be the Gift, it was actually mom life before. And my mom life was 10 years ago when I was first a single mom. And one of my first videos I made was during the Oscars or something like that. And I was making a pizza. And I was just, hey, single mom, and the channel idea originally came to be a single mom. And I really was doing married life and videos and, and things. I had my husband in them. I had my kids in them. And I've decided that I don't need any of those anymore. I'm going to do what God laid on my heart originally. It's going to be a single mom channel. So, um, like I said, I am just now getting my life together after my divorce this year. It's been rough. I'm not going to lie. It has been rough. I went all summer. I didn't work. And I had a lot of pieces I had to pick up after my husband left me. And I didn't even get my stuff out of our home after our divorce until March, and our divorce was in February. So it was actually the end of March. But he filed last year. So it has taken me a year and a half before I could get all my belongings out of my house, and I could actually get my money that he owed me for the house, and that I could live. And I lived on that money for the summer, and I quit my job in April, and I just enjoyed my life with my kids and picking up the pieces. And I was having major struggles with my life right then and there. And so, yeah, I was, it's taken me a long time. It really has taken me a long time to be okay with being single. And if you are single and it's fresh for you, it's going to take some time before you figure out who you are and what you want out of your life, because the desires that I have in my heart have not changed. It's actually become more of a reality to me because of my divorce. Where I want to go, what I want to do. My husband wasn't on the same path as me. He wasn't in the same faith as me, even though we met at church and we, I should have known better. I should have known better to trust and to marry him in the first place, honestly. I knew our whole marriage he didn't love me, and it really got me down. We have a lot of good times, don't get me wrong. We had a lot of good times, but now that I know how he truly feels about me, I feel like it was I don't want to say mistake. I feel like it was something I should have been way more cautious going into. It was something that I should have stuck to my own instincts at the very beginning of our marriage. I didn't like him. I didn't want to be with him because he was not my type at all. And I should have listened to my own instincts from the very beginning. And I should have realized that one thing that was a mistake. I didn't keep my focus on God. I started relying more and more on my husband once we were married, thinking he was going to be the spiritual leader of our family and the spiritual leader of, I was ready to just let him take over. And that was something that I should have never done. It is something that I should have been able to see that he was right with God, and before I let that go. And I should have never married him before I knew that. And that is the mistake that I made. But you can't change the circumstances. At least he was willing to realize that he wanted a divorce and he wanted to move on. So I'm kind of happy about it. He is with someone else, and it's great that he's with someone else because, maybe he can be happy, and maybe he can move on and be with someone who thinks like him and who believes the same as him. Because I believe divorce is wrong. I believe that God does not ever want a single mom. I have been a single mom before, and I know what it takes to be a single mom. And honestly, it's tough. It's so tough, but nothing has changed. I still have my home the way I want it. I still have my car, and I still have the things that I've always had. And you just have to work really, really hard to have that lifestyle that you want. I got to take my kids to Disney World this summer. That is something I would have never done if I was married. It's something that we talked about. It's something that I had on the desires on my heart to do. Just one big trip to take them to the beach so they would know what it's like. And I got to do it. And I'm so happy. And I don't know what the future holds. I'm kind of excited that we're having a new year and I get to plan what I want for me and my boys. So, I'm very excited about that. And I am going to start doing that during this holiday season. I'm just going to be thankful for where I'm at, the situation I'm in, and, do what I need to do for me and my oldest and his family, and I need to do what I need to do for my 14-year-old and my 8-year-old, who's soon going to be 9 in a couple months. And so yeah, I'm a-okay, and I am doing great. And God has just really blessed me with these kids at this daycare, and I am very, very happy with my life. The struggle is real. It's tough. Financially, I am so broke, it's not even funny. But God's going to provide too. He promises. He is going to provide. And as I look back at my divorce this year, with everything taken away from me, my home, my dog, my husband, and my neighbors, and the lifestyle that I've been living in for 9 years of being a stay-at-home mom and taking care of my home. And with all that just ripped right out of me, away from me, just so quickly, suddenly, without notice, I look back and I realize God has taken care of me, 100% taken care of me. And I lived with a family who was so kind to take me in and my boys in. And even living there for 1 month, it was God's plan. It got me to here. And it was rent free for 1 month, and God laid it on their heart to help me. So I know that if I want a mobile home to move in and I need $20,000, I know that God is going to lay it on someone's heart. Maybe here on YouTube, maybe at church. I'm going to get that $20,000. And it's not going to have to come from me working until I can't work no more. God's going to give it to me. And I'm going to have a home again for my kids. If it's a $200,000 house right here, God could do that too. I don't want to put him in a box. He could provide me one of these houses I'm looking out at my window at right now. Just one right there on the corner across the street would be really nice. It's got a deck, it's got the windows. I mean, there's my husband has our home just 2 streets over. So I do know that God is going to give me the desires of my heart. And, my desires are to give my kids what was taken away from them. That's the main thing that I want. It's not for me. I could live in a 1-bedroom house. This apartment would be fine if it was just me. But it's not just me. I do have children, and I do have a desire to have more children. I have had a hysterectomy in 2017. I cannot have any more children, but I can adopt, and I can become a foster parent, even as a single mom. It's not fair. I really wish I could have a husband who supported me in that desire, but honestly, my husband would have never done it. And so, maybe it's not a bad thing I'm divorced. Maybe it is part of God's plan. And I see that developing now. And I see that God has me right where he wants me, and he's taking care of me. And I am just feeling so thankful and blessed, and I just have such a grateful heart for what God's given to me. And I just want to encourage you guys. God will take care of you, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Keep your faith strong in Him, and He'll be able to guide you, and He'll be able to be that spiritual leader in your family, as long as you, you know, keep your faith strong in Him and your relationship with Him. And maybe there is another man out there. I have been talking a lot about that lately. I am ready for another man to step up and say, I'm going to take that responsibility. And I'm going to love your kids. And that's including my ex-husband, his son. One day, my 8-year-old is going to have another man in his life that he's going to call dad. And it's because my ex-husband, his father, biological father, doesn't want to be a family. He doesn't want to be part of my life. And so by the divorce, he has opened it up for another man to step in now, and for my son, his son, to call dad. And to me, that is just like, why would you do that? I would never want another woman calling my son, calling her mom. I would never want it. Never. I'm the mom. And I'm willing to stick with my ex-husband, and I was willing to love him and stay in that marriage, just so that would never happen. But, you know, that was a choice that he has made to open it up and allow that. And I've been thinking a lot about it lately, what that means. And then what that means as far as me pursuing another man. It's going to be very, I'm going to have to be very cautious when I start dating again. For real. Like, seriously. Dating. And so, watching Kirk Franklin right now. He's dancing. You hear that real quick. Oh, I missed it. It's going on a commercial now. I missed it. So, yeah, you know, it's one of those things where God is just my husband now, and He is guiding me in every direction I make. And so I just want to encourage you guys. Happy Thanksgiving is what I wanted to say to you. And I just pray that if you are sitting at home and you're alone and you're watching my videos, that you know that God's got you right where He wants you, not mistake, but use today to clear your mind, be thankful in your heart. You know, make yourself a cup of coffee, even if you don't have a cute little mug like this. You know, just make yourself a cup of coffee and relax and, you know, clear your mind and write down, you know, all the things that you want to do with your life and the direction you want to go. And one of the things that I really, really wanted to start and talk to you guys about is I really want to do a thankful journal from here on out. And I think today I'm going to start that. And I might do a little video about that later on this afternoon. But start a thankful journal and write down all the things that you are thankful for. And then you can also add prayer requests to that and then mark them off as God answers those prayers. I've always wanted to do that, and I've never taken the time to do it. So I am going to do that today. And I thank you guys for listening to my videos, because that reminded me to do that. You know, it's just one of those things. It's just like, oh, that's for me, and it's something I want to do, but I never get around to doing it. So I want to thank you guys for letting me speak my mind on here today. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will make that video later this afternoon on the Thankful and Prayer Journal. Bye.